Ich kann Schach spielen. Es ist zu schwer für mich. Aber Wiesings sind nicht schwer für mich. Ich will sie essen. Bla 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 bla. Okay, Sir. Wir werden das nutzen. Don't worry, all I'm saying is nothing really out in German. It's really nothing at all. All I said was like, I'll eat the Weezings, and then let's use surf. I will use surf. Nutzen wir surf, nochmal. And that time I said, let's use surf again. Let us use surf again. I think that's right. That's the word for use. You're kidding, right? Nah, I'm not. I just murdered your butthole, man. How does it feel? Oh, but I should really change Pokemon. Simsalmon is not looking too good. So, what we got? Crown bitches got plenty. Fluffy Spark, we haven't used you in a while. You get out there and show them what you're made of. Show me your 9-inch booty hole. I've been given strict orders. I am to crush anyone who challenges Team Rocket. Well, it's, you know, I would expect if he was given orders to crush anyone who challenges Team Rocket, they would give him better Pokemon than Coughing. Come on. Coughing at level 23. I would expect, like, a level 30 Houndoom or something. But no, like Game Freak just doesn't think about that. You know, come to think of it, Pokemon is very repetitive. I mean, just think, that's how Nintendo basically makes all of their money. It's by capitalizing on older people, teenagers. From teenagers, young children, and adults' childhoods. I mean, come on. I know people that still play Pokemon. I mean, I still play Pokemon. And, The Legend of Zelda and Mario, because it's a pervasive thing. That's the word I was looking for. It's been so pervasive in their childhood that just, it's there. It's like they want it. And they've always wanted it. And also, Game Freak almost never makes any notions to evolve their games beyond the basic storylines. That's the one thing that I really don't like about all of the Pokemon games. Granted that the first one, alright, that was first, that was creative, that was a new thing. And then the second one, okay, yeah, it was kind of like a continuation of the story. You gotta meet Red, still, in the second half of the game. It was pretty good, and then they just kept on using the same formula. It's like they take sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1, and they just keep on plugging in different numbers. Be like, let's see what will work this time. Like, okay, let's put let's make theta into fucking 60 degrees. Yeah? 60 degrees, and we'll make the other one cosine theta 60 degrees, and we'll fucking get 1. No, it makes money! Sense! Yeah. But I would really like to see Game Freak venture further in the Pokemon universe, rather than the same old, formula, you know? 8 gyms, that's fantastic, but, I mean, come on, you have 8 gyms, a little girl, boy, going out on an adventure. You have some rivals, you have a bad guy, a main bad team, and that's all. That's everything about it. And then you have, like, some final boss, like the Elite Four, that you have to beat, and that's it. That's why I really enjoyed the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, and I still have Pokemon XD, and I will never sell Pokemon XD because it was so different. I mean, granted, that it was just another one of those like schemes that they, one of those gimmicks that they use to make more money, and also to supplant some of the Pokemon that you couldn't get in Leaf Green, Fire Red, Emerald, and Ruby Sapphire, the Johto Pokemon specifically that you couldn't get or trade because the Game Boy games were non-compatible with the advanced generation. But I love the fact that it was so much more different than the other games. There wasn't 8 gyms, there was a completely different region with a completely different storyline. You weren't going out capturing wild Pokemon, it was a barren wasteland, and you had to kind of get, if Pokemon came to you, it was rare, and, you know, a special thing. Granted, there was a little kid going out on an adventure in this one, and there was also a main professor guy, and two bad teams, actually. 2 bad guys, which, granted, they had that in Emerald. There was 2 of the Dragon type. Ooh. There was 2 bad guys in Emerald, both working to get their own goals, but in this one, Team Cypher, they used Team Snag'em in a way, so it was like a subsidiary of them. But they were just like a group of bandits, you know, they weren't as advanced as the pirates or those fucking land guys. I mean, really, that's what those other dudes were, pirates. Shit. You came to rescue me? Oh, Yukiko! Is that what you were expecting? Wrong! I am an impostor! I pretended to be the real thing. Prepare for our takeover! Do you want to know where we hit the real director? Sure, I'll tell you, but only if you can bait me. Oh! Okay, what does he look like? He looks like that one guy again. That guy. That executive dude, man, thing. Alrighty. Let's kick his butthole. Anyways, yeah. And with Pokemon Black and White, sure, new Pokemon, that's fantastic, but really, you don't need new Pokemon. You can get a new region, that's totally fine, but you don't need more new Pokemon to, I think, personally, to please me as a Pokemon fan. Game Freak doesn't need to have copious amounts of, Pokemon, up to 600. I would be happy with a completely, like, off-course storyline. You're not going around capturing badges. You're not trying to fight the Elite Four or anything. You're not, like, trying to stop a bad, evil team. You know, just go out into the Pokemon world and do something different. You know? Like, say, for instance, this kid just suddenly, he, I don't know, wakes up in the middle of a field trying to figure out who the fuck he is, you know, and he runs around. Oh, wait a second. I've been fighting with that thing on me, haven't I? I've been fighting with that thing on me, haven't I? Simon! You should have told me! Anyways, he's out in like a, he wakes up in the field and all he's got is like fuck, maybe a Vulpix. Vulpix is like licking his face, being like, "Hey, bitch, wake the fuck up." You know, that's his like first Pokemon. Maybe it's like a game back in time, back before Pokeballs were invented. Maybe we can see what Lieutenant Surge was talking about with that fucking war of his. This war that I cannot comprehend within the Pokemon universe. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but it's still something that I just want to know. I want to know what happened here with Lieutenant Surge and his silly war. Holy shiza! Oh, my heart. Critical hit, man. Really? Come on. All I've been doing here is talking about how your games need to be a little more creative. Okay? I mean, the new Pokemon. I'm not saying that the new Pokemon are uncreative. Fuck, I love the new Pokemon. Haxorus, by far, makes it like my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. Haxorus is fucking amazing, alright? That speed and that attack, it's like a monster. And that's what it is, it's a demon! Demon, kill it with fire! Or kill it with ice! I mean... So, Fluffy Spark just handled this guy with Thunder Punch. That's all he used. Thunder Punch! And he falls. Each and every single one of his Pokemon fall because Coughing has terrible special defense. But I think this Rocket Executive... Oh, okay, I'll tell you what he is, just don't kill me. This Rocket Executive... The real director was stashed in the grounds in the far underground. You don't get that far. Get the basement key. Alright, and now we gotta go under the underground. Now we gotta go into the underground. Shit. Yeah, I don't think Fluffy Spark is gonna survive. Yeah, maybe like back in the day when you couldn't use Pokeballs to capture Pokemon. I would like to see a game like that where you have to befriend the Pokemon completely and fully gain its trust in order for it to join your team. Kind of like what they did with Pokemon Conquest. Except you get to have more than just one Pokemon, and you can send them out whenever. Like the game, gameplay-wise, the game's like totally fine. But I mean, turn-based combat. I mean, if you want to change that up, fine, whatever. But I mean, it's fine just as it is. The combat system is just fine, but like, it would be totally awesome if Game Freak just did something a little, you know, veering off to the left. Maybe after the first gym or something, the kid kind of figures out that, hey, you know, I don't have to do this, or rather, I got other things to do. Say, for instance, like maybe Mewtwo finally decides to go AWOL and take over the world. That's like the big conflict in the game, and this is the trainer trying to figure out how to stop him. And he uses all that, like, you know, it's not the circumstances of one's birth that makes you who you are, and that stuff. Like in the movie, that would be just fantastic. Now, if I remember correctly, your rival fights you right here, and the Pokemon he starts off with, I think, is a Sneasel. So we're gonna switch out to Morning Cock. I don't want to see your moves, boy. I'm gonna switch you out. You see, guy? I'm gonna switch out. Let's go.